with Grant and JJ, I mean, playing them on the court a lot together and everything, I guess, what does that combination kind of give you out there at the guard spots?
Well, it gives you multiple ball handlers, and against a team like that that's small and scrappy and quick, you need multiple guys that can handle that kind of pressure and handle the ball against pressure. So second half, we try to get them on the floor a lot more because right now there are two primary ball handlers. The next guy would be Biko, and he's out right now. And then Frankie, of course, so he was on the floor a lot today too. So we want to try to utilize that as much as we can.
Yeah. Did their I mean, was it their quickness that gave you a problem, or did you just feel you guys were kind of a little sluggish there?
No, they're a quick, aggressive team. I mean, they kind of got after us in the first half a little bit and forced some turnovers and kind of sped us up and made us play at a pace that we wasn't comfortable playing at, and mainly Grant. And he just wasn't used to it, but it took him a while to get used to it. In the second half, he handled it. I think he only had one turnover after halftime. So he one of those guys that he feels the game as he plays it, and some of it's new to him, some of it's not. But he came out second half, it was a whole different player for us.
Yeah, because I think they had like 8 steals in the first half, but he took better care of the ball.
No doubt. We had 10 turnovers at halftime, and I got on their butts a little bit about it, and then we still had 6 in the second half, which is way too many. But against a team like that plays small, it plays small ball, and they kind of speed you up a little bit. And you're used to that, but I like that to be down around 10 or 12.
Because I know Grant was able to get to the rim kind of to get some baskets later, or kind of later in the half, but I mean, even earlier in the half, it seemed like you were trying to establish your post guys and everything. Is that, was that emphasis at halftime?
It's the emphasis every game, because I think we have an advantage with Nick and Jamal and Marcel and Markel. We got guys interior that are bigger, stronger, that can score around the basket. So we really want to try to emphasize throwing the ball inside and playing inside out. I think we have the skill set to do that. So I think we're a better team when the ball goes in and comes out, and we can play from there. So that was a main emphasis in trying to throw the ball inside, because they lack some size. They got some big guys, but not as big as what we have. So we wanted to do that today.
Yeah. I mean, you had a lot of guys in the scoring column and everything. That just kind of seems like what this team is going to be. I mean, you're going to play quite a few guys, and quite a few guys can score for you.
I think so. We do have that type of depth, and we have that type of skill set, and every night is going to be a different night. Some guys play well, some guys don't. And that's the luxury of having depth. And we can throw some guys in there, and you might get something one night, next night you might not. I'm not used to that. I'm used to having a good 8-9 man rotation, and we're still trying to figure that rotation out. But hopefully in here the next couple of weeks we'll get it figured out before we go over to Texas Tech and Texas trip.
Yeah. Well, I know. I mean, out in Colorado you play basically 3 one-possession games. I mean, what did you feel like you kind of learned about your team out there, and you can use kind of going forward?
Well, I think one of the things we learned that we're closer than I thought we were. Now we got to learn how to win close games, and we're still in that process with a new program teaching how to win. And last year was teaching them how to win, period. Now it's teaching them how to win close games. And those games came down to one possession, and one game we had a shot at it, and the next game we needed to get a stop to win the game. So those are all great teaching moments early in the year, and I think that guys learned from that, and hopefully I think it's going to help us down the line.